Hello, family. Good afternoon, good night, good morning, whatever time you come in contact with this video. It is now afternoon and the sun is so hot. But even as this word came, it's really a memory of my encounter with the presence of God. Whether you want to say it's God or the Holy Spirit or, you know, a download or whatever it is, but I know it's not just any ordinary thing. And I am taking the time out in this car to encourage someone. I don't know whether it's gonna encourage a man or a woman or whosoever it encourage. I want to say welcome to the channel. This is Angela, and I have to put on my glasses because the sun, because of the heat, the sun, it's terrible. I'm telling you guys, time have changed. The seasons have changed. The seasons are not looking like the season that we used to. It's not like that anymore. But I don't want to go off track. I want to stay into that testimony that I have remembered to just elevate and lift you up this afternoon. As I said, the Christmas season is right on us, and maybe your expectation don't come to that fruition place that you would want it to be. And I am going to give you a testimony that I had. I have gone through this test once in my life when things were very hard. Things were very hard in that time and season. And when I said hard, it hard to the point that, and I'm not ashamed of what the Lord has brought me through. And I confidently put it out there. Whether you want to take it for good or you want to take it for evil, it's really up to you. Because this, what I am about to say, you don't know which life it can really help to change and to motivate and to bring their life to that place of just trusting God in times of trouble and need. And this season that came upon me, it was a very hard season and a season of lack, and a season that I had was to trust God. But in my trust in God, I became impatient. And when I see what was happening, I started to complain. Because it was a season when 2 months have passed and I could not buy my gas, right? 2 months have passed and I could not buy my gas. And I also had owed other bills as well. And I find myself, the morning I normally use coal, and the coal ran out. It was just some little fine pieces there, and I'm like, what am I supposed to use now? My back is against the wall, and somebody's back is against the wall. Someone's back is against the wall. And if you come in contact with this video, please make a comment, because I just feel led. What I'm saying is, it didn't happen yesterday. It was many years ago. And God is saying, I'm coming through for you. I'm coming for the person that I am talking to. The Lord is saying, I'm about to shift things for you. Mandi kada sikataraba Sunday Rikodobo Saya. And in this season, I got up, I have some bananas, I have some liver, and that was what I had. And I wanted to cook it, but when I went, the coal was like, it was looking like it could not cook. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm so tired of this. And I start to say, Lord, what have I done? What have I done to be going through this? It has been months, it has been years, it has been weeks. What have I done? I've done everything. I've fasted, I've prayed, I've done everything. And it so happened that when I was there and I was complaining, I didn't bother to catch the cold. I didn't bother to do anything. I was so angry, and I was so upset. Like, God, what is it? What's going on? Why my life is so hard? And the Lord spoke. The Lord spoke, and I know it's the presence of God that came. And I'm talking to someone. As I said, please comment if it is you. The Lord said, have you ever got vinegar to drink? Have you ever got vinegar to drink? Have you ever been put on a cross and your hands been nailed? Have you ever been lashed so many times that your flesh, and so hard that your flesh leave your body? And he said, I'm doing it. I am going through this for you. I'm going through this for you. And I started to look around, and I know that there wasn't anyone to see, because this is the Spirit of God that was talking to me. And what I got from it, stop the complaining. Stop complaining and trust me, I'm taking you through a process. I'm taking you through a process, and God is saying to you, because I am not at that place anymore. God is providing for me. And yes, I may have things that I need to do, and it may not be doing on time, but it's not like before. So I'm saying to someone today, God is doing it. He's coming through for you. You may be at that last little tiny place, and you feel like all hope is ending. And I feel it for you. I feel it for you, because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like, my brother. I know what it feels like, my sister. I know when everything that you touch, it seems like it's not going through. Everything that you do, it seems like it's wrong. But God is saying, hold on a little longer and don't complain, don't murmur. I'm coming through for you. And the cold that I thought that could not cook the food, I hurry up and catch it, and that coal cook what I had there, and I was able to get my dinner and my lunch from it. The little that you have today, the little that you have today, Shikaba Sotora, Rubu Shanda Kataya Kusateya, Ribo Shadia Kundalabaha, Makoto Rikashe. The little that you have today, trust the Lord with it. Trust the Lord with it today. Don't go stressing about the things that you want to accomplish, but you're not seeing them coming through. And I feel like I'm shedding a tear or two right now. The little that you have, the Lord is saying you gotta move. And as I said, the food was cooked and I was able to eat. What I thought could not work, after the Lord spoke, it worked. It worked. Your held back is for a greater place. You won't always be in that place where nothing seems to be growing. You won't always be. God is a God and He is a fear God, but we have to go through the testing and the trials. We have to go through days when it seems like no hope and no change is there. And my sisters and brothers, I still have many afflictions, but I have more than enough. And I'm thanking God that every little that I have, I'm learning to bless and to trust God for what He's doing in my life. This world won't ever be perfect, because if you have everything that you say you want, there's always gonna be something else. Work on that little and give God some praise. Give Him some glory, because He has you in a process. God has you in a process. He has you in a process, but we all have different processes that we're in. And you won't stay in there. You won't stay at that place all the time. There's a change that is coming. And the change that is coming, the test that you're in now, is to help you to stay in that place. The change that is coming, what you're going through now, is to help you to maneuver where God is taking you. If you should say you're in the dungeon now, that's a dungeon that you go through certain things, and you have to have certain things, certain qualities in that dungeon to survive. Certain discipline. The discipline that you have in the dungeon is a discipline that you're gonna need in the palace. The discipline that you have in the dungeon is the discipline that you're gonna need in the palace. So press past that place that you feel like, and you wanna murmur and complain and get all overwhelmed. God is saying, I'm about to shift things. I'm about to shift things. You won't always be in that place. The change is coming. Be ready. Set your face and be all at peace and joy, and allow your heart to be at peace. Let the peace that surpasses all understanding reign over your heart, reign over your mind. Because even when it changes, you're gonna need all that you can to sustain where you're at. Take the lesson and know that you're gonna need it. You're gonna need the lesson. So it must be God that is allowing you to go through that. Go through it and trust Him and continue to pray. See, feel, and seal the vision that God has given unto you. Don't give up. Don't give in. Keep pressing. God bless you.